Christian and Armani. Christian, how you saw the play where you scored at the end in OT, and then Armani, if you could take us through your game winner.
So the play that we ran in OT to win it was the same play that I scored on last week. It's just a basic high-low corner route. The defender on me, slipped inside. Kellen saw it, and it was just execution. It was a great throw by him, and just had to make the catch in a big-time like that.
Defensively, we made a great call, executed it, and really we worked on that play actually all week. Tight end, getting that fullback and going with the B gap, and Tyrell was covering it well, but I just saw the ball, so I just attacked it.
Yeah, front row here to Sam.
Sam Khan, ESPN.com. For Christian and Armani, two vets that you guys have been in these games before, what was the message from Coach Sumlin as you guys went into overtime, and how confident were you guys, having been in this situation in the stadium before against this team, that you guys were going to be able to pull it out again?
Yeah, just his message was, we've been here before. We've been in these situations before, in the same game and, in the same type of situations. Yeah, we have a lot of young guys, but we had enough old guys that have been there before and have been through it and able to set the tone and set the attitude. It was all smiles in that huddle. It wasn't serious. It was, we were all smiling, and we knew that, we had the confidence to go out there and win the game. So that was his message, and the team, handled it well, and we were able to relax and go out there and win.
Yeah, like he said, we got a lot of young guys, so it was up to us to keep the sidelines composed and everything. And basically, we've been here before, like you said, and that we have to fight through adversity. We did the whole game, and that's how we came out with the W.
Ready to go. Second row on the aisle.
Garrett Robertson, KZNE. Christian, what's been the biggest difference between Kellen Mond's play first 3 games and this one?
Yeah, I think, today he was able to sit in the pocket and go through his reads. He was able to go through his progressions and put the ball where it needed to be. Especially today, the ball placement was on point. And I talked about it a lot, especially in the offseason and in the past weeks, to just, us receivers, getting the timing down with Kellen and, being where he wants to, where he needs us to be, and, knowing his tendencies and whatnot. So we really clicked on that in practice this week. We had a great week of practice, and it showed tonight.
All right, we're going to go front row right here.
Travis Brown, the Eagle. Christian, what was Kellen's demeanor like after that play, that touchdown got called back for stepping out of bounds, and what was he like after that drive? And would he reacted the same way against UCLA?
I wouldn't say that, he would, react the same way, just because he's grown. He grows every week. He gets better every week. But his demeanor, it never really changes. I said it a lot. There's no moment that's too big for him. He just has the same calm demeanor. He focuses in, listens to the play call, and goes out there and executes it. So really proud, with the way that, he practiced and has been able to approach the game and just get better every week. And he played a great game tonight.
We're going to go to the third row here. 2 seats in. Ben.
Ben Baby from the Dallas Morning News was for Landis. Why were y'all able to be so effective with y'all's pass rush today?
Something we practiced a whole bunch this past week was just their tendencies and, what they can and what they can't really do well, and converting on play action and everything. So, that's something we looked at, thoroughly before this game, and that's something we knew we had to execute on. So, yeah.
We're going to go back to Sam on the front row here.
Sam Khan, ESPN.com. For Keith and Landis, you get 6 lead changes and beyond halftime, went into overtime. How would you guys describe what it was like out there tonight?
Go first. In a game like this, playing against a team like that, and just all the situations we were in, we talk about in times like this, teams got to rely on their training, not on ability, and that's what we had to do. We knew our calls, we knew what we had to do, and had to play our perfect technique.
Yeah, like he said, we just preparation, just execution. We just, we go through it every day in practice, just doing the extra stuff, doing the little things, and we was ready for it. So, we was ready to execute.
All right, we're going to go to the front row here to Mark.
Mark Passwaters, Aggie Yell. Keith, this one's for you. Can you walk us through your 2 touchdown runs? It looks like both times they blitzed and you guys hit the right call.
I just gotta say thank you to my O-line. Just the communication with them. Every time we get off onto the sideline, it's constant communication. What do y'all see? What do we see? And then we just work together and just that communication. I know where they're gonna be, and you just finishing every time. Just communication really with the offensive line.
Where do you go? Back here, Cedric, in the back here.
Cedric Golden, Austin American Statesman. Christian, after all the fair catches today, Were you surprised they kicked to you that late in the game? And take us through the run back.
Well, in the punt return game, we knew that was going to be their goal, and that was, what the previous teams we've played before, that's been their goal as well, just to hang it high and make us fair catch. And so we've really been emphasizing our kick return game, and we haven't had a kick return for a touchdown, and I think it's about 7 years. I don't know what it is, the exact number, but Coach Banks is always emphasizing we need to get one, we're going to hit one, and we were close last week, and he's able to see what they're running throughout the game, so he saw what their scheme was. He drew up a new return, in the game, and the guys up front just went out there and executed, and all I had to do was just hit the hole and go.
All right, we're going to go to the third row here on the left.
Alex Miller with the battalion. Keith, late in the first half, you guys, running backs, not really getting much production. What was the switch like in the second half where y'all really picked up production?
We just knew that we were the better team, and we knew we just communicate with each other, and and it's just constant communication, like I said before, where just communication. Just really is. Just know where the offensive line going to be, know where my cut's going to be. That's what it is.
Now we're going to go third row on the right, Ben.
Armani, this was y'all's first win over a Power 5 team dating back to that game against Tennessee last year. With this win now under y'all's belt, what does this do for y'all going forward, especially with the young team?
I'll say it gives us confidence, but we also know in the back of our heads we got a lot of things to fix throughout the game. So next week, we're going to enjoy the win, yeah, but then next week, going to get back to work.
Okay, we're going to go on the second row aisle.
Garrett Robertson, KZNE for Armani and Landis. Why was Arkansas so capable of scoring on y'all in the red zone during regulation?
Arkansas had a great scheme coming in, a lot of motions and adjustments we had to make, and they were just executing their plays, but until we had to settle down and play our ball, and then that's when we started having success.
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
They also they had a bye week last week, so we were prepared to see some different things from them, and they executed a couple of plays, but we came back. We had to do our thing.
Great. We're going to go front row right here.
Travis Brown, the Eagle. Keith, this is for you. Over the past 2 weeks, with Kellen being the guy and going with the first team, have you seen the offense and the play calling shift to stuff that he is more comfortable with?
Like Coach Mazzoni says, you just calling plays. You just got to execute the plays. Over the past weeks, since he, starting and everything, since nigga got hurt, I saw a big maturity. And he grew up a lot in them weeks, and just the communication got better, and he's more relaxed and he's more comfortable. So that's really what it is maturity.
All right, back to the front row for Mark.
Mark Passwater's Aguiel. Landis, this is for you, and it's an absolute softball. What's it like to have the game of your life in front of your family and friends, and those folks there right by the window?
It's big time, and this is just what I look forward to. This is something that, I dreamed about growing up, and, just seeing them happy. I love them all. It's just really fun. I live for the stage like this.
All right, second row here to Gabe.
Gabe Bach, Texags for Christian. How significant was the day that Ratley had? You guys need another veteran out there, and you're the only other one besides him that is a veteran, and he had some huge catches as an unsung hero in this one.
Oh, without a doubt. Like you said, he's the only other veteran guy that has experience, and he's been patient. He's been real patient. We haven't been able to hit him, early off in the season, and he's been open. He's been able to get separation. He's been beating his, winning on his one-on-one battles. So we told him that we were going to come to him this week, and he knew that he was going to have to make some big-time catches, and he did, and that's what we expect out of him. And, I'm really proud of him because the guy, works his tail off, day in and day out, and, one of the guys that, you're able to be familiar with, especially for me, just because we've been through games like this. So really proud of him and happy for him.
All right, we're going to go second row here on the far right.
Chris Hummer, 24/7 Sports. Armani, you've been through SEC play before. I'm just kind of curious, what does this game say about where this team is heading into the teeth of play?
I think it says we can fight through adversity. We're down, but we're not going to give up on the game. And it's a big win for us, finishing aspect of it. We finished the first game, obviously, and just play a complete game and finish the game.
All right, we're going to go front row on the left.
Landis, James, the Skyboat. So your defense had about 6 sacks in this game. Talk about how you were able to get pressure on Allen the entire game.
Going back to like what I said before, the whole D-line, we were in the film room, And, you know, we're watching the O-line and their tendencies and what they do well and what they don't do well. And, you know, that's something that we hit and we know we have to execute on. And so I think we did a good job across the board, you know, DTs and DNs, getting a lot of pressure today and helping out our DBs.
All right, we're going to go to the third row, Ben, for final question.
I guess this one's for Keith as well. When Christian returned that kick for a touchdown, what did that do for y'all mentally for the rest of the game?
It gave us the momentum. It gave us confidence, really. We already knew it was going to be a struggle, but, you know, it just, you know, a little bit more fight in us. So that was a big play from him, you know, and, you know, it really shifted the game around.
All right. Thanks, guys.